The S Pen, not just a fancy thing that sits inside your phone, actually has real function. Here's 8 features we think you might want to use. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel. Earlier this year, Samsung did something unthinkable and they removed a key feature from the S Pen. They took out the Bluetooth function and angered a lot of us, even if a lot of us wasn't actually a lot of us. Thing is, people kind of overlook the fact that the S Pen is still the most powerful stylus in the game. So to remind everyone of that, I'm going to show you 8 features that you can still utilize with the S Pen so you don't forget how good it is. Number 1, let's start with the beginning. Let's start with the beginning of what the S Pen can do the moment you take it out when the screen is locked. It's called screen off memo. You've probably heard of it if you've had an S Pen phone since the Galaxy Note 5 days, because that was the first one that it officially launched with. But when you take the pen out of its silo, whilst the screen is off, you have the option to take a note straight away. So pick up milk could be something that you might want to write down. In here, you can change the color of the note that you want to write. That way, you can sort of have it customized a little bit to how you like it. Now, a couple of things you can do with this. You can hit save and it will automatically save it to Samsung Notes. You can add in more pages if you wanted to add in more pages. Or if you have always on display turned on, and that's an important note to talk about, there's a little pin icon that's here. And when you click on this, what's going to happen is it will pin it to always on display. That way, if you needed to remember to pick up milk, it will be there on your lock screen, always ready to go. You can minimize it, and then it'll keep it there. And every time you tap on it, it'll bring it back up, or you can close it and it's gone. That's how screen off memo works. Unlocking the phone and jumping straight into this. The next one we're going to look at is called screen write. So let's say, for example, I've got messages open and I wanted to sort of show someone how to attach a photo to a message. What you can do is with the Air Command icon that opens up when you take the pen out, or by pressing the button, you've got screen write. When you press screen write, it will take a screenshot of the screen, and then you have the option to immediately annotate over the top of it. So if I wanted to say, there, attach photo, it's now going to keep that on the photo when I hit download. And then not only will it give you the option to paste it, but that's the photo there. So then you can send that to someone to say, here's how you attach the photo. Make sure you utilize it. You can also use the S Pen with screen recording. So if I've got screen recording turned on here, let's say screen recorder, and I hit start recording, skip countdown, there's the option there to write with the pen too. And again, you can kind of do it that way as well. Number 3, kind of a, similar thing. It is all similar because it utilizes the pen. Write on calendar. So if you go into your calendar here and you want to add something on a date, but you just want to jot it down with a pen, you've got the little write on calendar icon in the top corner. You click on that. Let's say the 20th is Friday. That's all I could think of. So write in Friday, hit save. That's now going to stay on my calendar. Obviously, if you've got neater handwriting, it's going to look a lot better. And then, you can go back in and remove it. But if you just want to single out a day and do it a bit more sort of freehand, that is the way to do it using the S Pen. You can access that as well from here, where you can go in and hit write on calendar, and it takes you immediately to the write on calendar screen where you have the pen icon and be able to immediately write on it. If you wanted to move something, you circle it and select it. That's how you do it. Save. Number 4, if you're an artist, there's an actual app dedicated to using the pen a bit more creatively. Again, in the Air Command, it's an app called PenUp. It's a Samsung-made app, and it's completely social. So let's just go through the whole setup process here. You've got to go through, activate it if you want notifications, and then you also need to sign in with your Samsung account. Once that's all done, quite quick, now you've got a lot of things you can do in here. So at the top, immediately, you've got drawing, photo drawing, post images, and drafts. So these first 2, you've got free drawing here, and it sort of gives you bit of a guide as to what everything can do. I'm not an artist, so a lot of this stuff goes a lot over my head, but you can choose your size. So if you wanted to do like a social media portrait one, you can turn on your palm rejection. Oh my goodness. This is a lot. Turn on PenUp in settings. There we go. Whew. Now you go back. Now it's on. Okay. And then in here you go in and you immediately can start drawing, and you can see you've got the size of the brush, transparency, or the whatever that is, the ballpoint sort of size, and then you can change color. It's a lot more in depth than Samsung Notes if you wanted to use this for drawing. Again, I'm not an artist, so not something I know too much about. Then there's photo drawing. Photo drawing is where you can actually select a photo from the gallery and then you can trace it like you could in the old days with that sort of tracing paper, except now on the phone. So you select the sort of photo you want and then you just start to trace over it. And I find it quite cool, especially if you're someone who likes to calm down with a bit of photo drawing or a bit of sort of coloring. This can be a really fun app to sort of utilize because you can go in and sort of draw stuff. You know, I can draw myself and you can see it's quite well, that doesn't look great, but you can see if I can turn off the different layers, I can remove the background and you can start to see the picture take shape. And then you can sort of increase the transparency or opacity of things. That's that one. But if you wanted to sort of start getting into drawing a little bit more, there's a thing here called live drawing. So if you wanted to learn how to draw this, for example, hit learn to draw, and then what's going to happen is it will actually sort of show you and you can follow along with the live drawing. And then hit play and it continues. And what's great is when it needs to, up the top here, it will change the brush, the color, and allow you to sort of not have to think about that. It does and takes care of all of that for you. So again, you can see, I'll go here, color in along with it, and it just helps give you that sort of guidance to learn to draw things and then hopefully start to sort of practice and get better yourself. And then the last part of it is coloring, where you can go in here and choose sort of a template, and then you literally can start coloring and filling it in, blah, 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 blah. And what's great is that you can then post it and you can see what other people have done with their versions of the same picture. And people can be quite creative. There's popular ones or there's newest ones. People run out of patience, kind of like me. So that's PenUp. That's the S Pen working with it. Now let's go in to S Pen settings. And this is the next thing I'd like to show you. If you go into the S Pen here and you go into more S Pen settings, there's a toggle here that says allow multiple S Pens. So if you toggle this on, it does say it will use more battery because I guess it will turn on the sensor that recognizes the S Pen. Let's say, for example, you've also got a tablet. You can grab the S Pen, which is over here. From the tablet, I would love to grab that S Pen. Made this really difficult for myself. We're back. And then I can now use this S Pen on the screen. So if I wanted to sort of use across both, I've got the option here to do that. Toggle that off, it immediately will stop working because it's turned off the digitizer that recognizes the S Pen is close to the screen. Turn it back on, works again. Staying within that settings menu, going back a screen, you've got S Pen to text. So in here, you can see as long as you go over a search field or a text bar, you can write with handwriting and then it'll turn it into digital text. So let's say, for example, I've got the Google search bar here. Bring this up. I search for Lionel Messi. Haven't done it yet, so it's got to go through the whole write in text field sort of prompt to let me know that I can do it. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Let's say I go Lionel Messi. And then it adds that in and turns it into digital text. And it also gives me a little toolbar that I can then go in and sort of go back to the keyboard should I want to. It's kind of neat. And if you wanted to write things out, feel like better that way, you can do that with the S Pen. Another one that's quite good is live translation with the S Pen. So I used this last year in Portugal. I was in Portugal, I had Uber Eats, and Circle to Search wasn't really a thing then. So I got in here and used Translate, and I was able to hover the pen over the top of the word, and then it translated it for me. Now, there's a couple of ways you can use this. It can either be single word, which is the T icon, or change it to paragraph. And then that way, when you hover it over it, it will recognize the paragraph and then translate it for you to be able to read in your language. It's great because it automatically detects the language and then translates it to English. I love it. And the last one is to do with magnification and hovering. So again, back to Air Command, you've got magnify. What I really like here is because the S Pen sort of doesn't need to be touching the screen to work, you can hover the pen over the screen and bring up and magnify things to be a bit larger, especially if things can't be pinched to zoom, like the home screen, you can't pinch to zoom. You can magnify it up to 300%, and you can get in really close with things to see that little bit of finer detail. And then you can make the actual viewing window bigger as well, or smaller, depending on the area that you need to enlarge. And then simply just close it when you don't need it. So that's the S Pen. And that's some things that it does outside of just Bluetooth. Everyone sort of focused so heavily on that, they forgot that this thing is still very, very powerful. And best part about it is it lives inside the phone. I sincerely hope Samsung don't do anything to the S Pen more. If they don't bring back the Bluetooth, at least keep it here and just find a way to build the phone around it, because that is truly what sets the Ultra apart from everything else. Hit subscribe to SamMobile TV for more Samsung related content. Go check out our website because we've got a heap of stuff on there as well. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.